record. Good evening, everybody. I hope you are really well. We are on, I believe, is it week 9 or week 10? Don't quote me on that, of our 12-week rolling program. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Louise Marks, and I am really passionate about using social media for network marketing. I've been in the industry for 13 years, and I built a business that was turning over 4 million a year using Facebook, because I wanted to be able to reach out to people that I wouldn't normally meet on the street. I mean, I'm quite happy to go out and talk to absolutely everybody. And in the old days of network marketing, we were encouraged to go out contact marketing, and it used to scare me. And my upline at the time, who introduced me to network marketing, she wasn't great with confidence either. And I remember going into town, and we had these little cards that we were giving out, and as we came down in the lift, bearing in mind I'd only been in a couple of months, she said to me, "I'm really sorry, I can't do this," and she left me on my own. So I went and sat on a bench on Abington Street in Northampton, contemplating life and thinking, my goodness, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do this? And I did. And once you start to feel comfortable, and once you do something enough times, it becomes second nature, and the fears and things that you had prior to that just simply melt away. So we have covered so much over the week spending time together. Tonight, I want to give you a bit of an introduction into Instagram and how Instagram works and how it can help you grow your business. Lots of information this evening. I'm hoping soon that these slides and the training is all going to get put into the back office, because obviously this is all part of an inclusion within the membership. I know you've given me a show of hands who's been using Instagram, but let's get started. Why is it not moving? There we go. So Instagram is very similar to Facebook or Twitter. Everyone who creates an Instagram account has a profile and a newsfeed. Just like, I mean, I don't use Twitter, but obviously Facebook I do. When you post a picture or photo, it displays on your profile, and other users who follow you are going to see it. Likewise, you see posts from other users that you follow. Again, very similar to Facebook. Instagram basically is like a simplified version of Facebook that's tailored for mobile use, and it's about visual sharing. Like other social networks, you interact with other users by following them, commenting on their posts, liking, tagging, and private messaging. So again, very similar to how Facebook works. So on Instagram, the main intention is to share and find the best photos and videos. Every user profile has a following and a follower, and it representing how many people. So on the front screen of your Instagram, when you look, you'll be able to see how many people are following you and also how many people you are following. You want to make sure that you can create a public account so anyone can find you and view your profile along with your photos and videos. Don't know if you know, but Instagram and Facebook are owned by the same company, Meta, and you can actually link the two accounts for a more seamless experience. So, for example, if you are doing a curiosity post on Facebook about MyCarClub and you're dangling that carrot, you can quite simply, if your two accounts are linked, that post will automatically go onto your Instagram. You can share stories across both Instagram and Facebook. You log in with Facebook into your Instagram. You can sync your profile name and picture across both profiles. And if you're a frequent Facebook user, then I really recommend that you do this. Now, I'm going to take you through how you do it. What I will do is I need to make sure that these slides are uploaded into our Facebook page, but I'm going to go through it very briefly. If you've got your mobile on you and you want to do it now, then please do, because it is very simple. So step by step. Actually, give me a show of hands. Whose Facebook is already linked to their Instagram? Yeah, I thought that might be the case, Carlos.
Yep.
Yeah, Frank,
Alright.
brilliant. And if you haven't got an Instagram account, don't worry, because you can go, it's very, very easy to set up. And again, we'll give you access to these slides for you to be able to do that. So you simply open up your Instagram app, you click on your profile picture on the bottom right-hand corner, click the hamburger menu, which is like 3 lines in the top right-hand corner, tap settings, and under the Meta logo, tap Accounts Center. You tap Set Up Account Center and follow the prompts and you log into Facebook. And once that you've done that, your 2 accounts are now connected. And this is what it will, sorry, I only got these slides this afternoon, and because I've been driving to Blackpool, I've not had the chance to proofread them. Here's how it will look once you're finished. Okay, ignore that. So posting on Instagram. So Instagram essentially is an entirely visual platform, unlike Facebook, which relies on both text and pictures, or Twitter, which basically relies on text. Instagram's sole purpose is to enable users to share videos or images with their audience. So what I would recommend that you do, I have touched you on using this app before. The app Lensa is brilliant, Lensa. But even if you go into the app for you to download apps on in your phone, put the word photo in. Tons of apps will come up with you to be able to make your photos brighter, essentially. But Lensa works really, really well for me. So what I would do is wherever you are going out and about, just take pictures wherever you go. And because what you've got to remember is Instagram is all about sharing and posting pictures. So I'm going to touch on a little bit later about what kind of content you can be posting. So on Facebook, you can create albums. So if I look in my Facebook, I've got thousands and thousands of photos on there. So you can post up to 100 in an album, but on Instagram, you need to be choosier about which photos you post. Now, you can post more than one photo because people can click on it and it will take you through a series. But there are a few reasons why there's only you're only posting a few photos. Firstly, you don't want to be posting more than once a day, and you don't want to post too many similar photos. You can use Instagram stories up to 3 times a day. So that really is quick and easy. And if your Facebook and your Instagram are linked and you are doing a post on Facebook, it's automatically going to go onto your Instagram anyway. That's why it's really, really good for you to link the 2 accounts. Instagram stories. So Instagram stories are inspired by Snapchat, where you can post short 15-second videos or photos. And every Instagram expert will recommend that you use Instagram stories, especially if you don't have a large following. So why do the stories work? Instagram stories are displayed at the top of your Instagram feed, and unlike the photos you post on Instagram, your stories that you're posting aren't affected by the algorithm. So you could post a series of photos and they're just basically shown in chronological order. So if you keep uploading stories on a daily basis, you're going to be seen more often because anybody can see those. I mean, if I look at my Instagram, I've got people up there that I'm not even connected to. So make sure you are using the Instagram stories. Very much like Facebook stories, it's great because you can see who's looking at them, but also you've got an idea of knowing that people are watching. So what should you be posting on your stories? So here are a few ideas alongside your stories, also on your newsfeed. Again, very, very similar to Facebook. So sharing personal stories. I know I use Phil every week, and that's because I think I'm very, very inspired by him because he's just taken this training and run with it. Everything that I've said over the last 9-10 weeks, he's just implementing, and because obviously he's engaging with my content, he's coming up on my newsfeed all the time. Go and check out Phil Collins and go and see his fabulous waistcoats that his wife makes. But anyway, so sharing personal stories, working on a new project, moving home, give your followers a look into the inside, because this is a way to really build that connection with the people that are following you. Creating a poll in stories is really powerful, because this gets people to engage with your content. So these can be very simple. You don't want to overcomplicate them, and you can relate them with the industry. For example, you could put, if you're working within car club, BMW or Mercedes. Remember, people do not have a lot of time, so ask a question that is very quick to answer, because your video is going to move off their screen by then, so there's going to be no brain teasers. So with the Instagram stories, it's very quick. It's on a timer and then it goes, so you need to make sure that it is short and snappy. But what that means is when people are interacting with you on Instagram, it gives you the opportunity to build that connection. Sending a message. You know what I've said, we're people first. We're in the relationship business. We're finding people that we genuinely want to work with. So when people are engaging in your content, message them and say, thanks very much for, you know, engaging in my poll. I know we've not spoken before. How are you? Just be that person that you would be if you're out and you meet somebody new. Just don't be that salesy person. It's just engage, connect, build relationships and find common ground. So hashtags. What are hashtags? Hashtags are very important on Instagram. These are a really good way to label your content. So, and also they're going to help with getting your posts to the relevant users. Also, hashtags are used as a reference for the Instagram algorithm. So it can basically put your post into categories, and it can suggest it to users that will have high interest. Instagram recommends to only use 3 to 5 hashtags per post, and using the right hashtags can put you in front of your target audience, even if they haven't connected with you before. How powerful is that? Because you can do a search, say for example, I put Christmas in the search bar on Instagram. People that I've not yet followed, if they've got Christmas, hashtag Christmas, everyone's post that's posted something about Christmas will come up. That gives me the opportunity to scroll through and follow those people because they've got content that I'm looking for. I hope that makes sense. So I've got here kind of, if you're struggling with the kind of hashtags to look for, what I want you to do is put these categories in mind. So if you are doing a post about MyCarClub and you want to reach people that are local to you, you can put locations. So for example, I might put hashtag Northampton. So anyone in the Northampton area, if they were looking at Northampton, my post would be up there. Branding, so campaigns, events, or your brand. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that you put MyCarClub in there, but you could put something like, I don't know, let me give you, you could put Car Club, not MyCarClub, but there might be hashtags, for example, that are based around cars. And again, your industry. So you could put something like hashtag Mercedes or hashtag Dream Life or hashtag Dream Car. You can think about community, so a specific group of people. You might put hashtag car enthusiasts, and then you can have a hashtag that's descriptive about the content of your actual post. So it could be hashtag make money. This is just kind of giving you some ideas on the kind of things, the kind of hashtags that you can use. But also what I want to go through with you is how to find what hashtags for you to use. So you can use the Instagram tag search tool. So if you go into the search on Instagram you can have a look at what the best hashtags are. Post volume is a really important number to track. So if a hashtag has been used millions of times, lots of times, it's very, very unlikely that your post will be seen, because there's going to be millions of people that are using it. So on the other hand, if a hashtag only has a few hundred posts, it's likely that no one's going to be searching for it. So for a safe middle ground, aim for hashtags with that are between 10k and 200k. That is the magic number. So for example, here you've got puppy goals. I've just used this as an example, 70.9k posts. Perfect. It's been used, but it's not been overused. Whereas you wouldn't use, I don't know, hashtag puppy goals, one post. Nobody's searching for it. So it would be of absolutely no use to you. So some content ideas for your Instagram posts. Ask questions. So you could say, I am grateful for, fill in the gap. Again, I've touched on this before. Behind the scenes content, stuff that's going on at home. I mean, it's been absolutely manic for me for the last 2 weeks. I've already touched that. You know, we've got, well, 5 children at home, 4 going to new schools, all different schools. So I could give I could do a post about a crazy week in my life, trying to get lots of different children to different schools. So giving people, building connection with people, and that you are not just this person that is on here that's business. People buy from people, so they want to see what goes on behind the scenes. Sharing success stories, that's again really, really good for your Instagram stories. Using Carlos's success and what he's achieving, but also sharing posts for people that are going that extra mile, because it's not about people just getting the car. For me, recognizing people for their growth and their development, and for other people to see that we are an environment where we are cheerleaders for everybody, but also people want to be recognized. It feels really, really good. So sharing success stories, whatever that may be, in any form. Sharing your daily routine, how you start your day. I mean, do you start your day journaling? Do you start your day by going out for a run? Giving a bit of insight into you and who you are. Again, sharing fill in the blank, and testimonials. Again, really, really powerful. So I'm just going to give you some bonus tips for Instagram. Again, it's just a snapshot tonight because I don't want to overload you, because what I've done this evening is just talk at you. I don't want you to get bored of my voice, but I'm going to give you some tips. Don't put too much effort into selling. You don't want to come across as pushy. Instead, focus on creating a brand, which is you. I've spoke about this so many times. You want to be in the position where, let's say, for example, I believe it's really important to have multiple streams of income. And I'm sure the other networkers will say the same. You want to be in a position where whatever businesses you have, whether it's MyCarClub, whether, I don't know, it's in real estate, whatever it is, that people will come to you because they trust you and want to work with you. It isn't about the business that you're in, it's about you as an individual. So be really social on Instagram. As I touched on with Facebook, get in there and warm up the algorithm, spend 20 to 30 minutes engaging with your target market. So go and do a search on, I don't know, car memberships or cars or BMW or Mercedes or network marketers. If you do that, use that search engine, then, and you start engaging in people's content, what are they going to feel? Valued. And they're going to start engaging with your content, which is what you want to happen. So again, it is very, very similar to Facebook. So what you need to be doing is following prospects, replying to comments, liking photos of your target audience or of the industry, and commenting on popular posts. So get yourself out there and make lots of new friends. So don't go crazy with your posting schedule. Ideally 1 to 2 times a day. Find out when your target market is online. You can check this by going into the Insights tab. I need to do a demonstration of this. Click on audience and scroll down to the bottom. And there's a followers bar chat at the bottom, which shows you what time your followers were online. I don't know how I would do that because it's a mobile app, isn't it? I think I need to do a screen record for that. Use geotags. These, I don't know why people aren't using them. So whenever you post a picture, don't forget to add your location. Geotags help you connect with your local audience. If that's your target market, then you don't want to lose another way to reach out to your audience. Because wouldn't it be amazing? I know the US, with how many states and things there are here in the UK, we are a lot smaller, but wouldn't it be amazing to build a team that is local to you, because you can have all sorts of get-togethers and events, although I do know we have the big US thing coming up very, very soon. Lastly, my best tip when using Instagram for network marketing is to be consistent, very much like Facebook. Don't give up. That's the worst thing that you can do to your brand. A dead profile translates as a dead brand. Remember, results will come in a few months or even longer, because I've seen it many, many times before. When I've built teams, what's ended up happening is people go at it at 1,000,000 miles an hour for 16 to 90 days, and then they go, do you know what, it's not working. But it is about pushing through that, and for you to not be saying, well, such and such has done it in 12 days. You know, Carlos has done it in these amount of days. Why isn't it working for me? Do not give up. You have to keep at it, and you have to keep consistent, and you will get results. So coming next week is Instagram part 2. Let me stop the sharing. Okay, has anyone got any questions? I kind of feel from what I've given tonight that I need to give some kind of demonstration. That's what I'm feeling with the slides that I've gone through tonight. What does everyone think? Or does everyone think, hey, do you know what, I could work that out if I put the slides in the Facebook group? Frank?
It was a bit
It's
fast.
excellent, excellent. But thank you very much. That was a very needed training, because like I said, most people are not able to articulate or comprehend something you don't know and get scared of it. So learning is very important. I've got my pen and paper ready. I was listening to everything, because I've never really got really deep into social media. So I really thank you very much for leading and sharing, because trust me, after what we've all been through with the COVID and the ability to reach people around the world, there is no better way to. And we have examples here on the call from Carlos and Mark that have demonstrated how easy it is to reach people around the world with social media. So it is important for you to learn the basics and understand it and apply it and take your time. So thank you very much. I think it's excellent. Thank you.
Okay, good. I've got a hand up. Who's that?
That's Van. You know.
Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry, Louise, I muted myself. Can I be heard?
That's all right.
Thank you so much. So phenomenal training. During the training, you said that don't post on Instagram more than once a day. What's a good time to post, and why do we only, what happens if we post more than once a day?
Because what you want to do is, well, you can look at the insights on Instagram to see when your followers are on, but it is about playing around with it to see when you can, what time you're getting the best results. So with Facebook, for me, is definitely 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, because I know here in the UK, people are bored, they're scrolling on their phone, so that kind of works. But what will end up happening is if you're posting lots and lots of times on Instagram, the algorithm will say, hey, this is spammy, and then you don't want your content to go out. You just kind of want to be dangling that carrot each day and being consistent, you to get the results with it.
Thank you, Sister Louise. And one more question.
Sure.
As far as SEO, search engine optimization, does Instagram come up on mobile searches like Facebook does, or is Instagram exclusively for searches on your device, your mobile device?
I think what, on a computer?
Yeah, on just your desktop when you do a
You
search
can get
for
it on your
something, does
desk.
Instagram
Yeah,
results
you
come up?
can. Yes, you can. It's just it's built essentially for mobile, but yeah, you can use it on a desktop.
Okay, I was just wondering about searching out, like how would I find Carlos Alvarez and his Instagram post? Does it come up in search results?
You can, if you put in Carlos Alvarez on Instagram, a few Carlos. I mean, there is only one Carlos, isn't there? But yes, you would just need to do some searching, and he may well. Oh, Carlos might be able to answer that question.
Yeah, I just saw him on the list of people. So see VP Ken also here, and all the wonderful leaders, Darren and Donald and everyone, and Carlos, of course. So nice to see everyone here.
Okay. Carlos?
Oh, hi, Louise. Yeah, that was awesome. Awesome training. And it's exactly like you said. I've been doing Instagram a few years, Facebook, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, exactly the way you presented it today. Excellent job. If you guys don't know my story, it only took one post on Facebook for me to qualify for the car in 40 days. And it took less than 90 days off of that one post for me to become champion 40. So I really haven't done much of anything after that post. All I'm doing is managing now, a lot of three-ways, a lot of midnight Zooms. We just landed a very popular influencer from Instagram. He just joined us last night. It was 12:30 midnight for us while we were in the Zoom. He was very impressed about everything. He was never involved in this type of business model before. He's always done just Amazon drop shipping, done very well for himself, and lives in Silicon Valley, out of all places. You want to land someone like that for sure. And it happened all through social media.
Amazing.
So it's very powerful what you're teaching, Louise. Really
Thank
is.
you, Carlos. I appreciate it. What I've actually realized is that I'm so passionate about the teaching side, and coming up with content and training for you guys. I found that, yeah, this is a kind of another string to my bow that I'm thoroughly enjoying, because I get to spend time with you guys. It's great. Thank you. Anyone else have got a question quickly?
Oh, I'm sorry. And you can find me on Instagram, NFT Pro.
Okay, NFT Pro. There we go. If anyone wants to go follow people, go into the MyCarClub WhatsApp chat and maybe put your Instagram names in there. That would be great. Next week is part 2 of Instagram. I've only given you again a snapshot. And if any of you are wanting to go into our Facebook community, I'll post the link again in our WhatsApp chat, and then we can go from there. I need to speak to the management team about finding out when we're going to get the content and slides. But next week is week 2, and then apologies, but I'm going to be taking a week off because I'm going to be staying in a very old house in Cornwall, and there will be no the internet is really bad, so I'm going to have to sweet talk Ken to see if he would cover my presentations. You're the best, Ken. I'm just dropping that one in.
That next week?
Not next week, the week after.
What date would that be?
Hold on.
Bear in mind, I'm flying the 3rd to.
Oh yes,
Atlanta.
good point. Hold on.
What
Let
date
me.
is that?
It would be the 1st. Oh, you're going to be in the US.
No,
Anyway, we'll organise that off.
Right. That's 31st. That's
Zoom.
31st.
Okay, Marianne.
Yeah. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Marian from Zambia.
Hi, Marion.
How are you, everybody?
We are
I have
all awesome.
Okay, fine. Thank you. I have a question for Mr. Carlos. So, what type of advertisement, was it a video or it was just a write-up that you posted on Facebook and Instagram? Thank you.
So I can answer that for Carlos. It's a curiosity post that basically would have said something like, would you like to drive your dream car for $33 a month? Ask me how. So again, not mentioning MyCarClub, just dangling that carrot, because who's going to want to drive a dream car for $33 a month? Insurance, breakdown, all of that covered, because then you're just giving people enough information to go, I need to find out what that is. And if you and if you're following me on Facebook or not, please send me a friend request and I'll accept. And I have got a curiosity post that is just very much the same, that got lots and lots of engagement. So come and send me a friend request, Marianne.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You.
Right, it's been lovely to spend time with you this evening. Agar, your camera's not on this evening. You're hiding from me. Every week I'm gonna get that on. Right. Well, guys, thank you so much for spending time with me this evening, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.